everyone, welcome to this episode. Today we are making a little trip to Express Clydesdales. They are going to show us around with the help of Josh Minshull, the head honcho at Express Clydesdale's facility. And Josh is going to talk a little bit about his past and what they do here at the ranch. Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Steve's Horse Show. I am your host, Steve Cook, and today I've got Josh with me. I don't even know how to, Minshull?
Yeah,
Minshull.
Perfect.
Josh Minshull with Express Clydesdales. He's the main man. Express happens to also be one of our customers, so it's nice when I get to interview someone that's also a customer because I can brag on them. And Josh is going to talk to us a little bit about Clydesdales, about driving, about all different things. First off, if someone wants to get into, do you call it driving? Or if someone wants to get into driving, how do they get into that? Because obviously in Oklahoma, probably limited resources. How would someone get into that?
Well, I think that you would contact probably somebody that you know with or and that's one of the things, like that's why Bob Funk, my employer, got into the Clydesdales, because he was here in Oklahoma and he realized that Oklahoma didn't have a draft horse hitch.
Gotcha.
And so that's one of the main reasons why he got into the Clydesdales.
How'd you get into it?
I grew up with Belgian horses in Northwest Washington State. Got connected with the manager here at the time, and he offered me a job, and I came out here just out of high school, so when I was 17 years old. So
awesome. And so tell me what you do here, kind of your job, or I guess the farm's job. Y'all are actually breeding and raising your own a little bit. What do you do? What's your specialty here?
Yeah, our main purpose here is to serve as goodwill ambassadors for Bob Funk, Express Employment, and the Express families, Express ranches. So we're out on the road doing multiple appearances throughout the year. So last year we did over 200 appearances with our team. So
majority of those are probably traveling too?
Traveling, across the country. Wow. That was coast to coast. So with our two teams, we have a competitive hitch and what we call our parade hitch or our exhibition
publicity
hitch. Yeah. So more for out doing the parades and exhibitions.
What's your favorite?
I like both, but the competitive. I'm real competitive by nature, so I like showing. That's fun. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes, yeah.
And on the competitive side, you've got multiple different deals you can compete in, right? Like 4-horse.
Different classes, Yep. So you've got anywhere from a single horse on a 2-wheel cart up to an 8-horse hitch. So anywhere in between 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8.
Don't want to wish this on you, but talk about, have you ever had any accidents or been there at some crazy accidents or anything?
Yeah, I think in the training process, there's always liability for accidents, and it has happened. Sometimes the unexpected.
How do you start them out? You just put them one by themselves, or do you put them in a group?
Well, we start with a little bit of training with getting them used to some groundwork, getting them used to the bit and some turning and stuff. And then a lot of times we'll hook them from there. We'll put them with an older horse and hook them as a team. And they'll learn a lot of stuff from the older horse.
So talk about an accident that happened.
Oh man, I hate to talk about the accidents publicly. But I've been involved in a few where I went off and got hurt, a little bit hurt. I still have some scars from it. But,
dump the whole thing?
What? Yeah, well, when I was growing up as a kid, the guy that I worked for, he would buy runaway horses that nobody else could get along with, so he'd be able to get better horses cheaper and then hopefully try to get them out of it.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of
bit of rodeo
yeah,
and that?
Yeah, a lot of rodeos, but a lot of times we could get them to come around. But,
That's a crazy.
Yeah.
That would be a crazy deal. What are you going to call it? Refurbished draft horses.
Yeah.
That's the biggest event you go to. Is it that one?
Yeah, probably the Calgary Stampede is the whole city transforms for that event, and it's a large city. So that's one of the large ones. Man, there's so many really big state fairs, but as well as Toronto Royal Winter Fair, that's a big one as well.
Gotcha.
But some of the biggest events that we've done would be like the Rose Parade in Pasadena or the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
You go to the Macy's?
We've done that a few times.
Wow,
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what's some funny questions people ask you?
Oh man, some funny ones. I try not to make fun of questions, but some of the funny ones would be like, does it hurt when you get stepped on? People ask that. I'm like, they're 2,000 pounds. Yes, it will hurt.
Does a car hurt when it rolls over?
Yeah. The horses in our hitch are all geldings.
Gotcha.
Which are fixed male. So sometimes it's funny when they say,
"Oh,
all Clydesdales are geldings," and I say, "No, not all."
You'll have to ask your science teacher about that.
Yeah.
Ask your parents.
Yeah. Just all of ours. We do have a mare and a foal and a couple of young horses. So not all of our horses are geldings, but most of the ones that we use in the hitch are.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But it is funny.
That's hilarious.
As Josh makes mention when I was talking to him, Express Clydesdales takes very few days off. Being on the road 200 and something days a year, they have very few days to train their horses. So they have to take every opportunity they can to train, which leaves the weather basically a non-factor. They have to train in all types of weather: rain, snow, sunshine, whatever it might be that day.
We're sitting in the training center, we have a barn that's closed off to the public so we can get a lot of work done and daily training on the horses. But out in front we have the old barn, which was originally built in 1936.
Which just got kind of refurbished.
Yeah, Bob Funk restored it in 1998, and so that was 20 years ago. We just did a little remodeling and work on it last year. But it's set up more for the public to come and see and experience the horses. We have a gift shop in there. We do events up in the hayloft, and it's open to the public.
Be sure and go visit the Express Clydesdales. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sundays from 12:30 to 5.